Hi everybody! We are going to talk about colonoscopies. Have one. 45 or younger if you choose to. I just started this. You're going to drink, it's a gallon. You're going to drink 64 ounces the day before and 64 ounces the next morning, or around 11, because that's what it says to do. And this morning I had a piece of toast, a boiled egg, and 4 ounces of chicken, and that was before 9. I'm not being put under. It could be different from someone that is doing it in the morning and they're being put under. They may not get to eat at all, but that's what I did. And I just been drinking a Sprite. I got ginger ale, 7 Up. I got orange Jello. I got lemon Italian icy. So I figured it was the safest. Right here, like this. And I made me some. I don't drink caffeine, so I made me some prickle pear tea from Scented Leaf. I made a whole gallon of that to drink today and tomorrow. Because you can drink sweet tea, you can drink coffee. I'm just drinking decaf or no caffeine free tea. And then I also got some apple juice and some Gatorade. So that's all I get to do before my thing at 3:45 tomorrow. But I will give you the heads up of how it feels like. But ChatGPT suggested every 15 minutes drink 8 ounces. So 1 down, 7 to go. And I just drink it with a straw. It doesn't have a metallic flavor to me. It's it tastes like you have a whole bunch of those electrolyte packets in 1 cup. And it's like a little too much, a little too salty, but it's not bad. Just chug it and then drink something afterwards and it's fine. It's just not a really great taste. I would never personally want it myself, but yeah. And then tonight for dinner, chicken broth. So chicken broth, clear chicken broth. And that's all we got. So far, so good. I'm ready for my frep tomorrow already. That's like the worst thing. I don't even care about them putting anything up me. I just want my frap tomorrow. I need my frap. Bye. Okay, it is like 8 o'clock. I didn't finish the last 3 cups of it, which is maybe 16. No, maybe 2 or 16 ounces. Maybe the last 2 cups, 3 cups. I can't remember. I threw up. ChatGPT says not to drink anymore, and tomorrow's more important. I think honestly I was drinking and eating too much stuff to help my headache today because I wasn't eating. I think that's why I was full, and then I try to overstuff myself with that stuff, which didn't get bad until the last 3 ounces. So after that third 1 2 more ounces I couldn't do. I felt sick and I didn't want to throw up, but I did throw up a little bit. But chat GPT said that it doesn't matter. Tomorrow will be the more important prep to do. I'm going to try it again tomorrow morning, and if it happens the same way, I'll go and see if I can do it, but I don't mind doing it. I'm not scared to do the procedure, but if I get sick again, I'm going to cancel it and just do the sample in the cup, and they're just going to have to take it or leave it. I know I get hemorrhoids, and I know sometimes that does a false positive or whatever, but I'm not going to drink that again after tomorrow. I'm not. No, I'm just tired and exhausted. My tummy is okay. It feels fine now that I threw up. And chat says that it seems like it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. And I took valerian root tonight to go to sleep, and I'll take it in the morning, or right before I go, 2 hours before I go, before I have to stop drinking any fluids. That way I can just stay calm, and I'll just wash my hair in the morning. I just took a bath tonight. I didn't feel like fussing with anything. I just wanted to lay down. yeah, I was okay the last 3 ounces. And it was a struggle. But I think that was based on what I did. Probably. The drink doesn't taste good, but it's not bad. It's not like god awful, but that's where we're at so far. Stay tuned for tomorrow's prep. We'll see how that goes. Okay, I feel better this morning. Washed my hair. Still went to the restroom this morning, watery or whatever, but didn't feel the need to go during the day or anything, or during the night. I mean, to wake me up. So I'm gonna start it early because I think I'm gonna take it slower. It's supposed to start at 11, but I'm gonna start now. I'm just gonna start now, and hopefully, I don't cramp up and stuff. But it's like cups are all dirty. I think I'm going to, yeah, just do it, sip slowly. And I try not to like down a whole bunch of liquids because I was afraid of being hungry. Because I know now that's not a good thing. And yeah, so I just drank a sip of ginger ale, and that's going to be my chaser. And then I'm going to chase it with the ginger ale. And I had 1 Jello. That's it, just to get just to get some stuff going on. But this is what I didn't finish yesterday. But ChatGPT said don't worry about it and don't fill it because I got this to do today in a couple hours or before, yeah. So I'm gonna do it slow. Take it very easy. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 8 ounces, but also I'm going to well, this is right here about is 8 ounces, because I've been doing it all day yesterday. But I'm gonna just take it slow and hopefully no vomiting today. It was only once yesterday, but I think, yeah, don't be scared of being hungry. Yeah, just take it easy because this will fill you up. This all has to go in your stomach. So I'm going to do this over the next couple hours, 2.5 hours or so. Yeah, and I'm going to do that, and let's just hope it'll be better. And at 4 o'clock today, well, 4:35, I'm going to get a frap. 2 of them maybe, and that's what I'm excited about. And I'm going to take later, a couple hours before, well, right before 1 o'clock is when you have to stop taking any liquids at all. I'm going to take some valerian root. He said I could take it right before. I need to take it it said to stop at 1, but I really have to take that before 2. I can ask them, but yeah, it's doing okay. So I'll probably call them to make sure of things, but you know, I think we're doing okay. So thank you. We'll see. Wish me luck. All right, it is 1:20. I stopped all liquids now. I finished my stuff and didn't feel nauseous and no throwing up. So excellent. Much better today. So I'm looking forward to getting it done so I can get my wrap because I'm in desperate need of one so bad. I'm going to get 2. Double fisting afterwards. Yup. Why are you looking at me that way? I'm just doing a vlog for myself and like what's going on. But yeah, I'm not scared. I took 1 valerian root just to keep me like, you know, chill and stuff. But yeah, we're doing good and much better today, and I'll be much better after I get my frap. I don't really care about the procedure. It's kind of like going to the dentist without, you know, numbing stuff or needles. So it's even better. So it's just like you're going to feel air down there and pressure. But, I mean, there's no pain. So I'm going to take it as it is and take it easy and step by step and not be nervous at all because I'm looking forward to my frap. So, yeah, have something to look forward to. That helps keep your mind off. And definitely don't eat a very light dinner or lunch or breakfast that morning, the day before. That might have helped me not feel nauseous yesterday and throw up. But the coming out is going good. It's not clear, but yellow. So, I mean, that's what it's supposed to do, I think. It's just being forced to drink a lot of liquid. That sucks. Yeah, I like to drink a lot, but just like water, but not drink a lot like bad stuff. But yeah, it's fine. But that's the worst part. But here we go. We got a couple more hours, then we'll be there, and I'll give you an update when we're there. Bye. Okay, I went. I was very nervous going there because I have anxiety and I get panic attacks. But I said I could cancel at any time, and that's a good thing to do. You say, well, I can just stop it, and I can just cancel. I can just not do it. And I was thinking that the whole time, but the nurse and the doctors and the other nurse there was so nice, and it was the Tucson Gastroenterology Institute on Swan here in Tucson. They're so awesome. They were so nice, and even when I went there, they was comforting me and make sure everything's okay. And it honestly, for me, didn't feel bad at all. It felt like weird cramps, but in a different area without the pain. It's kind of weird to explain, but I have bad cramps during my cycle, so that's kind of like what it felt like, but without the pain. Like the pain. But the weird cramping, moving, that's what I felt. And it did feel different. And they talked to me the whole time. It was only 10 minutes. The end of the colon kind of goes like this. That's where the camera has to do the most. And that's where I felt the most intense, weird pressure thingy. But it's weird because it really wasn't painful. And there was, I mean, you could call it cramping, but it was just weird. And I was like, okay, I can't do this, stop. And then I think he stopped. But then he just, I was like, okay, keep going. And then, because they were just there, but, and then they started retreating, going out. And then my brain decided to have a panic attack. And then they were like almost out, like 5 more minutes, so they were like almost out, or well, it only took 5 minutes in, 5 minutes out, but it was like 2 minutes, and I was like and then I was sweating. I didn't get to the blackout phase. I didn't have to have any oxygen on because I wasn't being put under. But yeah, that's a problem I do have in life, though, is anxiety and panic attacks. But this is new, and that's why it happened, even though I was more scared of being put under. It happened at least on the way out. He says I did do good timing on my panic attack. It was at least on the way out. And I didn't even have to go under or do anything. And then I could just walk out. I mean, I have a driver, my hubby. He was there for me good. But you can drive yourself. And afterwards, after a panic attack, I'm completely fine. So I am still fine. It's totally doable. I didn't cry, no pain. It was just a weird, intense pressure, but it wasn't crazy. It wasn't something like, I can't do this, is pain. I've had worse pain, period. It wasn't even, it was just weird pressure, intense pressure, but it did not hurt. But that enough sent my brain confused and spiraling, and I'm fine though. If I didn't have panic attacks, I would probably have gone and bear down on it like that or something, just graphic or whatever. But it would have been, it's perfect. It's no reason to go under, absolutely no reason to go under. Me, I have panic attacks, but I have more anxiety going put under. But they said also during your procedure and afterwards, if you feel like you have to toot, go ahead and do it, because your colon is clean. They don't smell nothing. You want to get the gas out if you need gas out. Don't let it build up. That's when you're going to have more pain and pressure. But yeah, that's about it. And later on, I'll do a walkthrough of my final thoughts for part 4, and I'll slice it all together. But yeah, now it's frap time. Yay! I'm done. But I think I would do it again, and I probably wouldn't have anxiety at all, but I think I might try the sample in the box next time. Since I didn't have any polyps and my colon was clean, I just had those pockets that you get sometimes throughout your youth when you don't get enough fiber. But it's important to please get your fiber even at a young age. Don't just worry about protein, people. So, but other than that, he says my colon is perfectly beautiful, perfect, everything. So, yay!
Yay!
I'll chat later. Okay, final thoughts. The prep was fine. It was the hardest part because you're forced to drink half a gallon in like a limited amount of time. And I did get sick the last 16 ounces, which it did not affect my prep at all. The doctor said prep was great. Colon was cleared out, so that was good. And the second day, I did a lot better. I started a little earlier, and so that was good, but it still sucks. And the gallon prep bottle is not fun at all. The taste you can get over because you can sip just like a little ginger ale or something, just a little, because you don't want to have too much liquid in your system, as you already do. But it wasn't the worst thing. It's just the amount of feeling full from all the liquid was bad. And then the second day was a lot better. I was way prepared. And then the going there was anxious. I do have anxiety and panic attacks. I should have asked the doctor to prescribe me a Xanax for like take half at night, or like I really didn't even need it at night, just take half that morning and maybe half before the procedure or something, or even just half. Like I had when I used to have them a lot all the time and I needed them for panic attacks because I had them so much, I would take the lowest dose and then half of that was like a dose for me. So I'd probably take a quarter or something. I should have, maybe in 10 years, if I do it without it, I might just do the sample thing. If not, I will ask for a Xanax for the thing. The procedure itself is fine. It's my personal experiences. My problem was the panic attacks, because with me now, I've had them for 23 years, 24 years now. It's gotten a lot better than it used to, and I try to avoid things that does give me anxiety and bad panic attacks, but you just never know when it's going to come, and luckily it came at the very end when he was already pulling out, and I had a bit of a freak out panic attack, sweaty hands, and felt a little blah blah blah, but not blackout, so that was good, because then they would have had to give me oxygen, because I would have been blacked out. But it didn't get that far this time, so that's good. But the procedure itself is fine. It felt weird, something going there. The air pressure, not bad at all. It was fine. They say when you're doing it, if you feel the need to fart, pass gas. Because if you try and hold it in or just let it go and don't try and force it out if it needs to come out, then you'll feel more pressure, if that makes sense. And then where it hurt the worst was it going and then the end of your colon, that big dip, that's where it hurt the worst. And if I would have just breathed through it and knew that it was coming, and she was telling me it was coming, but my brain was at the point where it ain't really a flight or fight response. It is to a point, I guess, but my brain was like, okay, no, we're done, we are done, no more, absolutely not, we're done. And yeah, that just wasn't the case. I couldn't do that, but yeah, it was at the end, and afterwards you always feel so embarrassed. I always feel so embarrassed after my bad panic attacks if people have to sorry, my hair is just not staying in my bun. I try to do it with nothing, but yeah, if I hadn't had panic attacks, it's 100% doable. There's no pain except for the very end, and that's not even a pain. It's just intense pressure, and it freaks you out. But to me, it's not painful. It's just it's totally doable, except for my panic attack afterwards. And going out, there's no pushing, so it's just all coming out. But my brain was like, get out, maybe, or something. But yeah, that's my panic attacks. So I thought I would have been real good and fine if I hadn't been knocked out, because that's what I'm most worried about. But yeah, no. It happened, and it's like 10 minutes. When you get knocked out, it adds more time, and then you can't go home by yourself because you're groggy and you can't drive after anesthesia. But it is an option. They have full sedation, twilight sedation, where you are awake and aware of things and you're talking, but afterwards it gets fuzzy, and you don't feel any pressure really because you're not remembering it, I guess, or something. And then there's the full knockout propofol, sedation thing, or whatever they use, the total knockout. And then my dad said when he did it, he got it, and man, he was in his best sleep, and he just didn't want to wake up. When they were waking him up, he was having really good sleep. But me, no, I don't want to be knocked out unless it's absolutely 100% medically necessary, because I get anxiety about having to do it. But anything new, my body also does it too. I should have took a Xanax, and it would have been fine. They did let me call my husband right towards the end when I was having an anxiety attack, but it happened, it goes so quick. The time I was talking to him, and he goes, I can't come in, the door's locked, what do I do? I was like, just talk to me and tell me something, just tell me what we're doing after. And then by the time I said that, it was already out. And then I was starting to feel better. The panic attack was going away, But panic attacks for me, they never last a long time. They last maybe a minute or two, the worst part of it. But yeah, but it's not bad. And no polyps, everything's clear. Just the normal little bit of a pocketing, here and there, which we do get, everybody gets, because when we're younger, we don't pay attention to fiber. And we get a lot of constipation, don't we? Especially pregnancy, when you're young and all you eat is junk or ramen. So, yeah. But he said even that's not a big thing. It never really causes a problem or anything. It's fine. And then afterwards, my husband did not take me to Starbucks right away, but we went to Whole Foods, and I did find my favorite firecracker chocolate at Whole Foods. I was very happy about that. I love that. And we did get a frap, which I'll get my second one later tonight, because that was the deal. I'm going to get my favorite one from my favorite store at Safeway here on East Valencia, right there in Vail. So, but yeah, other than that, it's going good. Totally, passed a little gas afterwards. But again, they said you must and need to. And it's clear. There's nothing in your gut. So do it to release the gas and the pressure. But yeah, other than that, it's great. And right now my daughter is at an interview at Whataburger. Crossing fingers she gets it. And then yeah, other than that, the rest of the day, perfectly normal. They put an IV in me too, but don't get scared about that if you don't go under. It's because in case they need to, they can. And if you want to be knocked out and you're in the beginning of the procedure, not the end where they were pulling it out and almost halfway out with me, they can give it to you, and it takes 15 seconds for the the knockout stuff to work. So if you can go forward with it without it, and in case you change your mind, you're good to change your mind. Especially when you first start, and then you start feeling the pressure of the pain, and you're like, oh, I can't do this. You'll be out in 15 seconds, they said. You're fine. So I was like, oh, I can do it. But yeah, I wanted to prove to myself I could do it, and I can, and there was nothing wrong with it. There's the dip. That's the most pressure, and if it wasn't for my anxiety, I could have done it I could have been just fully proud. And I should say I'm still proud of myself for doing it with no sedation, but I mean, most of the world doesn't do it with sedation. I think like a very 98 or something % of people in Asia and Europe don't go under. America is almost 99% goes under. And it's just preference and societal norms maybe, or something, and preferences. But don't feel the need to be under or not put under. It's your choice. You do what you want. This is very candid. I'm not a YouTuber person. And if there's any other questions, just let me know. But this is me. This is raw. Unedited. I'm just going to put all the stuff together because I don't even know how to edit. It was a very nice place. I went to a place I was comfortable at. It was, a colonoscopy or gastrology of Tucson off of, in Tucson, off of Swan. I mean, they were the best. They are wonderful people there. They are so good. All the nurses, every single person was absolutely sweet, wonderful. Even the doctor was trying to be reassuring, wanting me to know my options and stuff. I mean, even if I was scared and he goes, "What's your backup?" I was like, "I don't want to be put under." He's like, "That's fine. In case you change your mind, you can later. You will tell me when you're ready." I was like, "Okay." But yeah, they were so awesome. I would advise to go there or just go there in advance, and talk to the people. It's good to have at 45. I don't have to have mine for another 10 years or do another, check. I'll do another one in 10 years. I probably will do the box. I'll try that next time, the sample thing, just to try it and to but you could do it earlier if you're younger or if you're worried or if you want to just check it or if you have a family history of it. Just go ahead and do it, or at least do the box or think about doing a colonoscopy. It just takes 10 minutes, and it could save your life, or it just could give you a peace of mind, or let me know what I already know. I should eat more fiber. I'm working on it. I am definitely working on it. But yeah, that's my experience and my raw, unedited experience and the highs and the lows and the embarrassing, a panic attack, anxiety, and raw emotions. And that's it. Thank you.